Hi friends, I'm Kim from Cosmic Studios. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today I'm going to make a Tree of Life pendant. Should hold it by its little. Can you see that okay? Anyway, I'm going to make one of these. Just made this one to see if I could do it, and now I would like to teach you how to do it. So without further ado, we're going to get started. I do need my glasses on for this. I need several pieces. I think I have 8 pieces of 20. Some of that is 26 gauge and some of that is actually 28 gauge. You're barely going to notice the difference if I'm being completely honest with you. They're so similar that it's fine. It's really not going to affect it much. And I did pull out a piece of wire from my little copper scraps over there because this is what I'm going to use, I think, to make the bail. But anyway, to get started, I should have already done this. I need to count out some beads here. But I'm just going to go ahead and pour them out here, and I know that I am not going to need that many. And hopefully I don't flip the cloth like I did earlier and send beads sailing in all directions, because that's what I do. At least I can admit when I do stuff like that. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to just take this and I'm actually going to try and find the center point on here by lining up both of these sides. I think one is definitely longer than the other. I don't think that's going to cause me any grief. I'm going to bring them around and back down like so. And I'm going to pull one through. So the back one, I'm going to go ahead and pull it through to the front. Some people like to do this in, they like to do it all at once. I don't. I'm not that confident. But at least I can be honest in my confidence level. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of slide 4 beads on here on each side. So 4 on each side. Looks like they're going to thread and then they don't. So chase beads. I'm sure many of you are way better at this than I am. I would like to say I'm kind of a newbie at it, or a noob as they like to say. Now I'm going to flip. You see I have that wire done. I'm going to flip it and I'm going to go ahead and thread 4 over on this side. So we're going to go 1 and 2. Come on. It's fun chasing beads, yeah? No, it's not. And then when they pop, that's not fun either. So I've got 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm actually having a little friends craft party next Saturday, and I was trying to figure out what in the world am I going to do for a craft. And I'll be honest with you, I still don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull these up this way, and I'm going to pinch right here, and I'm going to actually take, and I'm going to twist the wires pretty good right here. Now, I'm also going to take my next wire. This is a little bit different than how I did it on my first one, so this could fail me miserably or it could go quite well. You know, life can go either way, and you just suck it up, buttercup. Alright, okay, so I'm going to take these again. I'm going to pull one through, and we're going to load up with 4 beads on each wire. So again, I'll load them up, if I can, you know. Okay, after a couple technical difficulties here, we are back at it. I have threaded 4 more beads on this wire. Now I'm going to flip over to this wire, and we are going to thread 4 more. I've got 1 and 2, and let's see, any luck, we'll have 3 quickly. There we go, and 4 right here. Okay, Now again, I'm going to take these and I am going to, I want to make sure that doesn't flip over the top there. I'm try and, let's see, get this down here, give that a twist, because why not, right? I don't know that that was what I wanted to do necessarily, but what I do know that I want to do is I want to take these wires here and I want to twist them around, but I don't want any escapees here. I'll hold this tight and we're just going to twist. There we go. Okay, that's good. All right, now I've got 2 on there. Our goal is to get 8. So again, I'm going to go to my next wire here, put it through, hold this like this, take them around, put this one in here, thread that through like that. All right. Let's see there. There we go. And we're going to grab one wire or the other. There we go. There's 1. And let's go over here and get 2. And 3. Come here, you. Okay, so there's 1. And 2. And come on. 3. Do you ever watch those videos where the women just pop these things down and get like several beads on at a time? I think it is so cool, but I'm not that talented. So I'm going to take these, hold those, and just twist these 2 wires right under where the beads meet. And I'm going to scooch them off to the side now. And we've got 4 now. All we got to do is get 4 more. Super simple, right? Okay, again, center as well as I can center. And it doesn't matter which one you bring in, but I do like to bring one back through and then thread it up on top here. So, and here we go. We're going to pull that out and we're going to go thread this wire here. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, it's getting funny up over in here. And let's see. There's 3. Okay, come on, you. Right there. There we go. Alright, it's got 4 there. And now we are going to go on to the next wire here. We'll just hold this one in our hand and let's see. Come on. Okay, there's 1, 2, come on. Any one of you can just flip right over here and get up onto this. I would be happy with that. 3. I also don't want them hopping off the table. I'll lose more beads like that. So how is everybody out there doing today? It is barely the start of the new year and it is crazy warm where I live. I mean, should be like wintry and sort of cold. I mean, I never really expect cold. Okay, so we've got 4 on here now, right? 4 or 5? No, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4. All right, so we're going to go over here. We're going to pick up, man, there's 1 and 2. So I had to get a new camera because the camera I got for Christmas I was so unhappy with. And first rattle out of the bag, I had to format the disc, the memory card on it. And wouldn't you know it, today on my older camera, my oldest camera, I had to do that very same thing. All of a sudden it was just getting cranky with me and telling me things I didn't want to hear. So anyway, technology is not nice to me this week. Just not just today, just in general. I got a new computer and transferring all of the stuff over to it was a nightmare, and before you knew it, my new hard drive was full. So I had to fix that. Okay, so again, we're going to pinch below where the beads are, and then we're just going to give, we don't need a ton of twists, but you can kind of twist it as many times as you want, really. But for now, I'm just trying to get this done over here. Get the beads loaded up is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to take one around like this. Put it through the ring. Here you go. You'll notice I'm struggling a little bit now, and it's only because we've got all these hanging back here behind me and being really kind of in the way. That's okay. I'm sure I could be putting more than just 4 beads per length of wire here, and I'm sure it would be okay, but also the Tree of Life ring that I'm working on isn't that terribly long, and since it's not that terribly long and I'm going to be twisting these in the center and doing all of that stuff, I don't want to. Alright, that one went relatively easy. Okay, again, a pinch here. There we go. Man, I hope you and your families are staying healthy. It's so crazy right now, but my boyfriend and his son are both really, really sick right now. Well, I do have another wire. Okay. Just didn't see it hiding out over there. You know what I might do? I might put a couple more beads on each one just for fun. On these last couple. Why not, right? Or should we just leave them uniform? I don't know. I always think one thing and then I second guess. So anyway. Alright, well at least I know I'm going to have my 8 wires on here. So maybe I will leave them. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's just try it. And put like maybe what? 6? I'll put 2 more over here. I'll just do it on 1 wire. We'll see how that works. Because what if it just doesn't work? I mean, then what if it does? But you know, I'm going to run out of beads here in a second. I would really like them just to load up and load on and stop being so... okay. I don't even know how many I have on that one. I stopped counting. I think my goal is to get 6 onto this one here. So I'll do 1 and 2. Come on. There's 2. Lost one off the side. Oh, come on. 3 and 4. Come on, little guy. And 5. Come on. And 6. Come on, little dude. Somebody. There we go. Okay. So again, we're going to hold right here. Twist these 2 wires like so. And then we're going to move that off to the side. Just looking kind of funny right now, huh? Okay. And this is going to be our last little wire here that we're going to load up with beads. This feels short to me. I think this pad underneath this cloth here works pretty well, but I also think that the beads tend to be a little more poppy, if that makes sense. They like to pop up and off because it's a more solid surface. Okay. Let's see. We're just going to load them. Load them up. Load them up. We've only got 3 left. Come on. You got this, girl. As I pep talk myself. Okay. Now the only problem I see here is that we've got this issue here. So I'll just twist it there. And now we're just going to see. I'm going to give each one of these some more twists. I don't think it's going to hurt a darn thing. It's going to twist and twist and twist. There we go. And let's see. Ooh, how's that one twisted? I don't want to untwist. Alright, I don't want to do that. And I don't think it matters. I think if they're just twisted however they're twisted, they're fine. Okay. Alright, this is kind of fun. I highly recommend trying copper wire if you're at all into anything. Like if you're you want to craft but you're not a knitter or you don't crochet, that's fine. How about you're not an artist, you can't draw, you can't paint, but you know what you can do? Twist copper wire. Oh my lord, this to me is just, honestly, I love it. Okay, I think I've got these all pretty much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this funky one over here and I am going to move them. Let's see, we'll put that there. Okay, we're going to take this one first and we are just going to pull it down and up and around like so. We're going to anchor it, and I want to do it 2 times. I'm going to take it up, around. I'm going to take and I'm going to just give this a little bit of a pinch here, and I am going to snip right there. Just put that little piece right there, and I'm going to use my little pinchy tweezer things here. And now I'm going to go up to the top here. Let's see, we need to gather our thoughts here and get them where we want them. So I'm going to take these up here. These can come over here. Oh, that's got to stay there. Okay, so here we go. One side is going to have more than the others, and that's okay. But what you want to do is you want to start, you know what I'm going to do? I've seen people do it not the way I'm going to do it. Because I kind of like a little bit more uniformity here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pull it through here like this. Part of it got caught up on me, which is fine. Okay, and I'm going to bring it back through. You can do it however you want to do it, okay? Whatever makes sense for you. And I'm going to take this next one here, the next one furthest away from the center point. And again, I'm going to take this one now and I'm going to pop it through here. You come over here and you are going to wrap around a second time because okay, we're going to wrap this around. There we go. I'm going to take this one over here and we're going to wrap it, hold this here, and I'm going to push it through here. We got stuff sticking. There we go. Okay. And I want to make sure that they're kind of hanging back, but I think it's going to be fine. So we're going to twist that over here. There we go. Now I'm going to take this one that is closest to the top and I'm going to just put it right there and I'm going to push that through. You know, if you're not a seamstress and you get into copper wire, you are now a seamstress. Okay, this one is a little bit loosey-goosey up here, and I'm going to fix that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to take this up here, and I'm going to bring it around. I don't want to, okay. So we have a bead on the back and I really don't want that, so I'm going to just coax it around. Okay, and I'm going to put this over here and drop these two down in here. I mean, you'll notice there's a lot of threading going on here. Kind of fun, huh? I think it's fun. I really enjoy all of this. So I just have a couple more here. You'll see I have 2 left here. And so I'm going to cross over, pull this through, wrap the wire around a couple times, bring it back through. I want to move this one out of the way, and I'm going to pull this. What happened here? Something happened. No, nothing happened. We're good. Do you see that? Do you see how we're good? Look at all these roots down here, these pretty roots. Okay, and now for this last one, I'm going to take that one, I'm going to move it up, and we're going to take this last little bit here. Now, we could probably move these up. These probably might have too many. Okay, still trying here. Okay, so like I said, I want to wrap them twice. Wrap each one, well, this one can actually now go around the bottom here. And we're good, I think. Alright, well, darn, I didn't want to go through there. That's okay. So we are going to hold this tight like this. Whoopsie, bring this through here. Okay, we've got these pieces of wire being very cantankerous. Okay. Once you do get them where you want them, then you can go ahead and just coax them through like that. And then we can start taking these around the bottom here. Still trying to keep them somewhat okay. But you get the idea here, right? Bring these back through. And you are trying to pull 2 wires at a time. Remember that. That's also a little bit tricky. And so when it gets real tricky up in here, and it is getting real tricky up in here, I can pull them back through, but they just don't want to. I think it would have been easier, of course I've got this little tool here and it's very helpful. I think it would have been a little bit easier had I gone ahead and wrapped each one after I anchored it. I think that might have been a little easier. But what I am going to try and do here is continue to get these wrapped. Now I don't need this excess down here because all that's going to do is give us a little bit of a headache. So I'm going to clip those off camera. I'm going to go ahead and pinch them, and I can bring this around. There's 2 wires here, you can see that. I'm going to pull this through. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it again on this one. But I want both wires at the same time. Preferably, that would make my life a little bit easier, and it's going up too high. It's going up into the beads, and I don't want it up into the beads. There we go. Okay, so the one wire went and the other one didn't. There we go. Now both wires are coming. Okay, now this one, same thing. We can go ahead and clip this wire right here, and then we can give it a pinch and a push and get that pulled into place. Now it's still looking like a little bit of a hot mess over here, so I think I think I want to, I think these two go together. They do. Okay, there we go. Now we're back on track. Okay. These over here, because they are short, I'm going to clip them as well. These two right over here at the end, just clip them. You don't need them. There we go. Okay. Again, we can clip those now. We don't need them. And again, we can just pinch and squeeze. A little here and a little bit there. Clip it. You don't need it now. Now I've got this over here and this over here. And again, clip it. You don't need it. And crimp it down. And then this last one over here, I'm going to bring this way. Yep. And I'm going to go a little off to the side here. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to just give them like a little bit of a squeeze in. I'm just kind of squeezing in there. But I also want to run these back through one more time. Why, you ask? Because. Just because. No particular reason other than that's what I did. So now I'm going to take this, pinch it off here, and squeeze it down. Okay, so she's looking nice. And now what you can do is you can go in and you can take your pliers or whatever and you can do what they call knarling this in. It's not going to go much though because I don't have much wiggle room here on a lot of these, but this one here I think I'll give it a little bit of a twist. So you can decide. I think this side looks pretty good. I think this side looks like it should be the back. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I have this scrap piece of wire. I'm going to measure it out. I'm literally going to cut it right here. Right here. Okay. What I want to do is I want to take this. Let's see. Let's get a couple of different tools out here. I'm going to take this. This isn't going to be the prettiest bail. I'm just going to put that right out there. But I'm going to take this and I'm just going to bend this up like this. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I am going to put it through the top here. And I am going to pinch it. And I'm going to hold this like so. Actually, I'm going to pinch it a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this piece here down like so. And I'm going to give it a couple of wraps. So we're going to go 1. And we're going to go 2. And I'm going to actually go 3 wraps around like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my flush cutters and I'm going to just clip this right here. Okay. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take this here. I'm going to go up a little bit because I need to give it some space. And I'm going to bring this around. Then I'm just going to take these and I'm going to go this way and I'm going to bring it up like so. And again, now I'm going to go like this. Bring it over here. And I'm going to pinch these together like this. And then I'm going to hold this here And I'm going to twist. Actually, I kind of want to use this because it's getting a little hard to twist. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to give it a few little turns around the bale or the stem here. Okay. Okay, now I'm bringing this around, bringing it around, bringing it around. I'm going to go ahead and stick this back on here a little bit, like so. And I'm going to use this to kind of get stuff straightened out here. Okay, that's fairly straightened out. This one did not work quite as well as this one here. I got my bale a little too long there. But anyway, learn from my mistakes. And actually, I think what I can do with this one here, I'm going to pinch that there. And I think what I could do is use this and hold this here and give it a couple of turns here. So we'll give it one turn and we'll give it another turn. And it's actually pretty straight now. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at either one of these. I prefer this one because the bale is shorter. And what's nice is copper is cheap enough that you could actually cut that off and create a new bale. But you did see how I did it. I was trying to give some wide sweeping motions to give you a better idea of what exactly I was doing here. But in doing so, that actually gave us a fairly long bale. But that's okay. I think these turned out really well. I hope that you think they turned out well. And I hope that you enjoyed my video. I hope that you'll try copper wire. It's actually so rewarding. It is so much fun to do. And there's a lot of tutorials that will help you if you want to make your own findings. I had a top that one of the buttons had come off, and I literally just made the findings to clip them together, and it worked out so cute. I don't have that top anymore. I would show you, but anyway, I really appreciate your time today. I hope that you like this content. If you do, please like the video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, as it does help me grow. I am trying to take my little CosmykStudios and grow it into an entire galaxy with the help of you guys. Consider hitting the notification bell so that you know when I've uploaded a new video. And I hope that you will go forth, try something new, and release your inner artisan. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great one.